Well, good old Deutsche Bank seems to be crashing and burning with J.P. Morgan Chase and the Credit Suisse mafia of Duetsche and the boys, the money laundering hooligans there from Frankfurt, Germany. Yeah, I said that correctly. The money laundering hooligans, the pals of Donald J. Trump. Now, to the world, I want to make this abundantly clear. The Trump princess, you know, the big yacht that he bought from the Sultan of Brunei, the Bin Ladens, the Khashoggis, and the Gabanafars, and that whole little gang, Donald Trump, from Houston, Texas, the old Lamar Terrace Mafia, Lamar Terrace Mob. That were running guns and weapons with Bill and Hillary Clinton and George and Barbara Bush and George and Laura Bush. The old triad mafia there swirling around the commode with Gulf Manor Airport and Charlie Wilson's hooligans there with Joanna Herring King. You know, the arming of the Mujahideen with the U.S. State Department and the CIA. They're in Houston, Texas. So, ladies and gentlemen, as Donald J. Trump fights the subpoena of his banking records, you need to understand that Deutsche Bank's in it up to their stinking eyeballs. They're in it up to their eyeballs with running weapons all over the planet. Just ask Eric Holder and Loretta Lynch and Jimmy Comey and Robert Mueller. Come on, Trey Gowdy. You're with the old Nelson and Mullins. Tell them, Trey Gowdy, you're on the inside. You're on the inside of this mafia, Trey Gowdy, along with the other attorneys from Baker and Donaldson. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't need an introduction. Everybody knows who I am, but what a lot of people in this country don't realize is the banking that goes along with moving weapons all over the planet. For, I don't know, Manuel Noriega, Imelda and Ferdinand Marcos, the Contras, the weapons transactions to the Ayatollahs in Iran, the arming of the ISIS. Remember when Hillary Clinton told the world that we created ISIS and Mujahideen and Al-Qaeda? They all were armed to the teeth. Just like the Syrians and the Libyans, let's not forget Libya, and all those weapons they sell to Israel and to Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Right, Donald J. Trump? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, this congressional investigation of the banks behind the arming of the world's terrorists, like Deutsche Bank and Credit Suisse. What's the name of that? The Estonia money laundering. The Estonia money laundering. We need to talk about the Manhattan money laundering and the Houston, Texas money laundering and the Dallas, Texas money laundering and the Los Angeles and San Francisco money launderies. And, oh God, let's talk about Colorado. Yeah, let's talk about old Colorado with BlackRock Financial. Interesting. BlackRock Financial and Blackwater Corporation. Fascinating. From the Carolinas, no less. From the Carolinas. So to my friend Christopher Wray and the Attorney General of the United States, William Barr, I suggest we have a full and complete discussion in front of the House Select Committee on Investigations and the House Select Committee there on Intelligence, the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, and let's discuss old John C. McCone's Western Banks. Come on, Oliver North. You're in it with the Attorney General of the state of New York over NRA. Come on, Oliver North. Let's get Richard Secord and, I don't know, we could get Bud McFarlane and Bill and Hillary Clinton, and we could talk about Operation Lone Star, a flood of guns and blood. America, they didn't just target Donald Trump in this FISA warrant attempt to pull a coup d'etat against American presidency. the FBI is deeper, deeper, deeper in the deep state, in the cesspool, at the deep end of the swamp in this mess than you can possibly imagine. Oops. Look at all the banking that was swirling around the triad in Salt Lake City with the Khashoggis and the Gabanafars and the Bin Ladens and Oliver North and Secord and Poindexter and Casey and Bud McFarlane and Robert Abrams. And one of my favorites was old Michael Atkinson. Hey, Mike Adkins, I used to buy furniture off his brother in Conroe, Texas, right next door to the Piggly Wiggly. How about that, J.R. Moore? Yeah, J.R. Moore and Carter Moore, the old mayor of the city of Conroe, Texas, and Nelda Luce Radabau Blair. And let's see, Judge Barb Sadler, Judge Kathleen Hamilton, and, oh yeah. How about that, Baker and Botts? Old James Baker III, the Secretary of State, Judge Lee Rosenthal, and Lynn Hughes, Judge Lynn Hughes. We need to have a complete conversation about the gun running operations of the Bushes and the Clintons and the Obamas out of the Houstonian estates there across from the Memorial Park. You know, 610 Loop West, there in uptown Houston. How about that one, Barb Sadler? Old Judge Sadler. And some of my favorites, I don't want to leave this out. That's Lacey Olson at the Houston Chronicle, and Peter Bruton with the former Houston Post, Kathy Gordon with the former Houston Chronicle, and let's see, Lucy Proctor. I need to find, if anybody knows where Lucy Proctor is, please make sure I get her email and phone number. We need to talk about the looted trillions and all this funny real estate deal in Donald Trump. Because you see, Donald Trump, trillions vanished in the middle of a whole bunch of subprime predatory real estate speculation and subprime predatory mortgages and subprime predatory foreclosures. It seems that dirt dealing, you know, the flipping daisy chains. Come on, Hillary Clinton, explain it to everybody. Explain it to everybody. Bill Clinton, Loretta Lynch, Laney Brewer. Come on down, Laney Brewer. The first assistant criminal division director there at the Department of Justice, Laney Brewer. Let's explain liar's loans, daisy chains, and dirt flipping. The flipping of the dirt. Oh boy, I'll tell you what, I'll bet you old Don Trump's fighting those subpoenas over his banking records. 500 police show up in Frankfurt, Germany and raid Duetsche Bank, right in the middle of the biggest real estate fiasco in the history of the world. The biggest real estate swindle in human history. And to end this one out, case 2, semicolon 19-CV-005. That'd be a Nelson and Mullins case with Baker and Donaldson. And if you got any questions, ask Adam Schiff, Patrick McHenry, Maxine Waters, and Trey Gowdy, and Senator Tom Daschle. I guess you can't talk to Senator Howard Baker anymore. He's dead. But I think Tom Daschle's still alive down there at Baker and Donaldson. The largest real estate daisy chain and flipping dirt dealing, right, Hillary Clinton? Nelda Luce Radabau Blair, J.R. Moore, and let's see, trying to remember the name of that land records clerk up there in Conroe, Texas. It'll come to me after I get off this video. You've got the largest Clintonian style, write that down, Clintonian, or you can write down Clintonista, the Clintonista land deals of the dirt dealing, of the daisy chains, of the flipping, and all these subprime predatory real estate swindles. And that's to my friend federal judge Clifton L. Corker in Greenville, Tennessee. And to, of course, let's not leave out the office of the President of the United States. That Deutsche Bank, boy, them bunch of Nazis, Donald. What are you doing banking with the Fourth Reich? Is that what they are, Donald? The Fourth Reich or the Fifth Reich? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm leaving it right there. And as always, hasta la vista, God bless. And you betcha we're coming back.